What's up, Bulls Nation? It's the Bloody Horns podcast. I'm your host, Justin, here to give you the daily content. We got the 5 keys to victory against the Sixers tonight. But before I do that, I just want to give a shout out to Kirk Hinrich. It's his birthday today. If I made a list of my top 5 favorite Bulls who never made an all-star game, he'd come in at number 2. Number 1's Taj Gibson. Number 2 would be Kirk. Number 3, I'd probably go with Andres Nocioni. I loved that dude for the stretch he was here. Number 4, Ben Gordon. Who could forget that Celtics series? And number 5, I'm going to give it to Alex Caruso. He's been fun as hell to watch. It's a toss-up between Caruso and Lonzo, but I'll give it to Caruso because Lonzo only had the 30-game stretch here, even though those were magical times. I'm going to give it to Caruso. But Kirk Hinrich was fucking awesome. I was so mad when the Bulls traded him to the Wizards in a salary dump move. If you guys remember that thread that I did on Twitter over the summer, the worst moves of the Garpax era, I had that one pretty high up because the Bulls really did just give him away for absolutely nothing, and they for some reason attached a first-round pick to it. One of those deals that made absolutely no sense. Luckily, they were able to bring him back. He was a steady force throughout those Derrick Rose injury years, and I just love Kirk, man. I'd love to see that number 12 hanging from the rafters. So, happy birthday, Kirk, one of the greatest Bulls of all time. Let's get to the 5 keys to victory now. So, tough game against the Sixers. You know, we've beat them 2 times in a row now. Embiid obviously didn't play in the last game. He's going to play today. You think he's coming out for revenge. Key number 1 is Joel Embiid. We just got to let Joel Embiid get his, man. Don't let the other Sixers beat us. Make them beat us. You know, Joel's going to kind of get his. You heard it in Vooch's interview during the last game when he was talking to Stacey during the telecast there, where they were just comfortable giving him that jump shot. And that game, he had 44, I think, and he was hitting a lot of those mid-range jumpers. But you're better off if you just give him that jump shot. You know, where he does his damage is getting into the paint, drawing fouls. So Drummond has a tough task ahead of him tonight. Traditionally, Joel Embiid has not only eaten against Andre Drummond, he's eaten and then laughed in Drummond's face about it. Who could forget those Instagram posts back in the day when Joel Embiid would just say that he holds rent in Andre Drummond's head? It was comedy. It was fun times. Now Drummond's on the Bulls, not so funny anymore. But tonight, Joel Embiid's going to get his. If the Bulls can let him get his and contain the other Sixers, they're going to be much better off. That's kind of what they did in that first game when Joel hung 44 on them and they still got the win. And that goes right into point number 2. Point number 2 is you got to run their shooters off the three-point line, man. You can't let DeAnthony Melton get hot. You can't let Kelly Oubre pop threes. You can't let Tobias Harris get hot from 3. Tyrese Maxey. You know, the list goes on with shooters on this team. Nick Batum, Robert Covington. They have very capable guys who can hit open threes. You got to run them off that three-point line. With the exception of Tyrese Maxey, they don't really have anybody who's great at finishing at the rim. So run them off the free throw line, force them to finish at the rim, you know, force them to create their own shots in the mid-range or in the paint, and you're going to be much better off than if you're just giving them open three-pointers. That's kind of what Philly wants to do. Philly wants you to focus on Joel Embiid and leave their shooters open. So we can't do that tonight. Got to run them off that three-point line. Key number 3 is Tyrese Maxey. We got to contain Tyrese Maxey. He's averaging 26 points a game this year. That first game where we beat them, he had 29 and 12. He went off. We can't have that in the second game. You know, I thought Saturday we did a much better job of containing him. It's obviously easier when Joel Embiid's not in that game. If we can hold Tyrese Maxey under 25 points, we're going to be much better off. I thought the last game when they switched Patrick Williams onto him and bothered him with a little bit of length, that was a good little wrinkle in the game plan there. So I'd like to see more of that tonight. Key number 4, Coby White. We need you shooting above 35% from 3, my man. You're still in that slump a little bit. Obviously, you were better on Saturday than you had been the previous 3 games, but you're still not quite back to what we want you to be yet. And I haven't sold any Coby White stock. I'm all aboard the Coby White bandwagon. So we just need to see him hit above 35% from 3 today. You know, if that's 3 for 7 or if that's 5 for 12, whatever that breaks down to, we need him above 35% tonight. We need him to not be afraid to shoot, and that goes directly into key number 5, the last key. Patrick Williams, stay aggressive. Get above 10 shots tonight. If when we got aggressive Patrick Williams, who's looking for his mid-range shot and isn't just spotting up from 3, we're much better off. When he attacks the rim, you know, he still needs to work on his finishing at the rim for sure. He's still missing about a dunk a game, missing a couple of easy layups, but I like that he's getting to the hoop. So we need aggressive Patrick Williams. times tonight. We need him shooting at least 10 times. If he got 15 plus shots, I'd be ecstatic. So those are the 5 keys tonight. We're going to let Joel Embiid get his, run their shooters off the three-point line, contain Tyrese Maxey, try to hold him under 25 points. Kobe, I need you shooting above 35% from 3. And Pat, I need you shooting more than 10 times today. So if you guys are not subscribing yet, please do hit that subscribe button. I like seeing this page grow. It's really cool to connect with you guys. If you're not following me on Twitter already, it's the same handle as this one, @HornsBloody. Throw me a follow. Let's talk hoops. If you haven't checked out the podcast I dropped Saturday, it's the 5 things I want to see from the Bulls in the year 2024. That's both this year, the summer, the beginning of next year. So let's go Bulls tonight. It's a tough game, but I think they can get this one if they follow these 5 keys to victory. Let's go Bulls.